This is Andrew with rockclass101.com. Today we're going to be learning Spanish ukulele, which is actually called Spanish guitar, and it's by Gary Moore. So if you've never heard the original tune, take a second to go check it out on YouTube, Spotify, whatever you guys use, and then come back for this lesson. So the reason that I wanted to put this onto the ukulele is just because it's such a cool melody. Like, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's really like an A-B-A melody. But what I've done to make it easier to learn is I've split the A melody into two parts. I'm calling it theme 1 and theme 2, and then the second melody I'm calling it theme 3 and theme 4. So what we're going to be learning in this lesson, which is part 1, is going to be the complete A melody, or theme 1 and theme 2. And if you guys want to learn the rest of the tune, you can do so at rockclass101.com. There you'll be able to find part 2 of the lesson, which covers the rest of the tune, and also the complete tabs to print out and follow along with, and also the on-screen tab viewer, which literally you can hit play on the tab viewer and watch the tab scroll across in real time. Like, it's super cool. You can highlight bars to loop it, slow it down to whatever speed. Just a great asset in learning the song that much quicker. So all of that is at rockclass101.com. Alright, so let's kick into this lesson. So one thing to take note of is that this song is in 6/8, so it's really got that 3 kind of feel to it. And every note, for the most part, are all 8th notes. So every note's going to be the same length of time. So when I'm playing through it, you can notice that. I'll play through just the first couple bars really slow. Right? So if I was to count it, our first note is a pickup. So I'm just going to go and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... So you can hear every note's duration is the equal length of time. So that's something to really try and get the feel across in this playing. So pay a lot of attention to that in your playing. Try and keep it nice and steady. Okay, so let's go ahead and kick into it. Now our first note's going to be an open 2nd string, and then our first chord is just going to be a stock A minor. So our first note's a pickup measure and strum the A minor. From this A minor, we're just going to play out of it. We're going to play string 2, string 3, string 2, string 1, and the 2nd fret of string 1, which I can drop that middle finger down for. So I have 2, strum, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2nd fret. Now bar 2 is going to be a C chord, just that stock C. So we're going to strum all 4 and we're going to play out of the C. String 3, string 2, string 1. And then we're going to walk a melody up on string 1. We're going to play the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret. So again, I have strum 3, 2, open 1, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Okay, so that gives me the first 2 bars. So if I put it together, this is what it will sound like. Alright, so for bar 3, we're going to a D minor 9. It's going to be a partial bar chord. So we're going to take that index finger, lay it flat on the 5th fret, strings 1, 2, and 3, and then add your ring finger to 7 on string 1. So we're going to strum 3 down for the first hit, and then we're going to play string 2, string 3, string 2 again, lift the ring finger up, play string 1, and then add your pinky to 8 on 2. And that'll be our last note. So again, we have strum 2, 3, 2, lift the ring, play 1, and then put your pinky on 8 on string 2. Okay, one more time. Strum 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now our 4th bar is still out of a D minor, but it's that D minor that's down here, so that stock D minor. But with a twist, we have a bit of a stretch. So to form this chord, we're going to use our middle finger for the 2nd fret of string 3, index finger on the 1st fret of string 2, and our pinky stretched to 5 on string 1. So here's what this bar sounds like, and then we'll go ahead and break it down. Okay, so you can see it's just picking out of this stretched D minor shape. So what I'm going to play is string 1, string 3, string 2, and then lift my pinky up and play the open first string. Okay, and then I follow that with string 2, and then put my pinky back down and hit 5 again. So I have string 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. And again, it's 5, second, first, open 1, first, 5. So it is a little tricky, especially with that stretch for the left hand. Alright, so now we've got the first 4 bars, guys. So let's just go ahead and play through that slowly. Okay, so now we're on to bar 5. So bar 5 is going to be a C add 9 chord. Again, it's a little tricky. It's not too bad. Here's what that bar sounds like, then we'll break it down. Okay, so some movement's happening. So to make the chord, we're going to be adding our middle finger to the 4th fret of string 3, our index finger to the 3rd fret of string 2, and our ring finger to the 5th fret of string 1. So I'm going to strum 3 down, ignore string 4 for this. So I strum 3 down, and I'm going to play out of this chord. I'm going to play string 3 and string 2, and then I'm going to reach with my pinky to 7 on string 1. Okay, so strum 3, 2, stretch to 7 with your pinky, and then we're going to play the 3rd fret of string 1. So you see how I pivot that index finger down, right? So it's like playing a C chord out of the A shape, right? So again, I have strum 3, 2, stretch to 7, lift up, pivot down, lay it flat, play 3 of string 1, and then with my pinky go to 7 on string 2. So again, I have strum 3, 2, 7, 3, 7 on 2. So a lot of movement happening with the left hand and with some of these stretches that are occurring. So again, let's go ahead and play it. And that's what it sounds like. One more time, slow. Strum 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so our next bar is out of an F chord, but it's from the D shape, right? So if we move that D up a step and a half, we would get a F chord. Alright, so with bar 6, we've got this F chord, and to make it, we're going to use our ring finger on 5 on string 3, our pinky finger underneath it, so that's 5 on string 2, and our index finger on 3 on string 1. So I'm strumming 3 down, and we're picking straight out of this one. This one's pretty easy. So we go strum 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Again, strum 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. So if I take it from bar 5 and play 6, I have. Now take note of how I kept that index finger pivoted down and barred. Just because you're moving so fast between these chords, it's easier than to pick it up and put it on a fingertip, you know. So cut down the amount of work in all of your playing, you know, trying to do the minimum amount that's required, right? So we can move these chord shapes faster. So again, watch that first finger while I play bar 5 and 6. Okay, and again. Okay, so bar 7, we're going to a D minor 7. So this one, it's basically the same as that stretch D minor. The difference is that instead of stretching to 5, we're going to use our ring finger to play 3 on string 1. So I'm ignoring 4, I have 2, 1, and 3. So again, I'm strumming 3 down, and then I'm playing 3, 2, stretch to 5. It came back, I lied. Again, strum 3, 2, stretch to 5, and then move that ring finger back to 2 on string 1, play that note, lift it up, and you're doing a quick hammer on. This is going to be a 16th note. So, just really quick. think of this bar as 1 and 2 and 3 and, right? And you hear both those notes fit into that last end of 3, right? Okay, so again I have strum, 3, 2, stretch, move it down to 2, lift it up, 0 to 2, hammer on. Okay, now keep these fingers where they are. All you're going to do is take that index finger for the last bar, bar 8, and move it up to the 4th string. Same fret, 1st fret. And we have an E7. Okay, so we're going to strum all 4 and then play out of this chord. 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. Strum 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. So a nice easier change for that last one. So now guys, if I put 5 through 8 together, this is what we have. Okay, now that's all of theme 1. So let's go ahead and play it all the way throughout. So bars 1 through 8 plus the pickup. Alright guys, so that's what bars 1 through 8 sounds like. So now let's go ahead and look at theme 2. Alright, so the thing to keep in mind with theme 2 is that it's still the A melody. The difference here is that we're creating an alternate ending. So a lot of the bars are actually identical to what we have already learned. So if I take a look at it, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars again for theme 2, just like theme 1. Now the first 5 bars are identical to what we have already learned, so that means that the A minor bar, first bar, same thing to C, to D minor, so still D minor, to our C add 9, to our F. Now this is bar 6 for the theme 2. The first half of that is identical. So we have strum, 3, 2, 3, and now we're going to E7, which we could pluck or we could strum, doesn't matter. We have, okay, so it's strum, 3, 2, 3 to that E7, and then for bar 7 for theme 2, we're going A minor, and then we have octave shapes, so our first finger's on 4 on string 3, and our pinky's on 7 on string 1. And then we're going to use that middle finger to play 3 on string 1 and the open third. And then we're going up to the 12th fret and hitting harmonics. So we're going 3, the 3rd string down. Right, so harmonic is barely touch the strings. It's kind of like when you touch to mute the strings, right? If you push down, then you get noise, right? But if we don't push down, we get a nice mute. So that's what we're doing. We're putting our probably 2nd, 3rd, or 1st, it really doesn't matter, whatever's comfortable, over the 2nd bar of the 12th fret, right? Not the 1st bar, but the 2nd bar. And you barely touch, and then lift up after you strum down, and it rings out as a harmonic. So that's what completes our A melody, and that's what completes theme 2. So if I play theme 2 all the way through, again, you notice the same chords, A minor, C, D minor, still D minor, C, F, E7, A minor, to our harmonics. Okay, and I'll go ahead and just play it without calling it out. That's it, guys. So that completes this part of the lesson, which is lesson 1. If you guys want to learn the rest of this tune, so that means the B melody, which I labeled as theme 3 and 4, just go to rockclass101.com, look for the Spanish ukulele lesson, or you can type it in the little search box, and there you'll be able to find part 2. Plus you can also get the tabs there and access to that on-screen tab viewer, which again literally you can hit play with and watch the tab scroll across in real time. Highlight bars to loop them, slow it down to whatever speed. Just a really cool asset in learning this song quicker. So all of that's at rockclass101.com. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.